get ahead of them if you force them to pack?
Yeah, you know, you never know. I mean, we're kind of really in their secondary right now, too. They figure that out pretty quick. You know, so, you know, I'm not really sure what we're going to expect of them. But if we don't stop the run, they're going to be trying to run.
And, you know, it's kind of a tough thing with injuries here, and but it's nice that you got some upper half juniors, some seniors maybe to fill in here tonight, and how have they kind of worked in those positions here this week?
Oh, Wednesday and Thursdays when we kind of found out, we got them in there, and they've done a pretty good job for us. You know, getting Ruiz taken back at the corner. We had some different thoughts before we would go with Kevin. He's been pretty good. We could have been on the linebacker, but now we can't. Matthew had to jump in because Couch when Caden Couch was out for a while. We jumped in outside linebacker and running back, and they've done a really good job. So we've got really good backups there. You know, so that somehow the depth is even better. So, you know, and some crazy stuff. Burger got a bad blister. And then it got
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Coach Jim Turner, your pregame interview is brought to you today by Farm Bureau Financial
They said
Services,
this place was
Berta
too
Benz, and Scott City
isolated to
Leota.
call
We'll have
home.
more to come in your pregame show, including a breakdown of the matchup.
They
Also
said
bringing
it was too
starters, keys
remote
of the
to
game,
build
and
a
the kickoff
community.
after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver football.
And then one day, a farmer strung a copper. We didn't build the communities of southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to visit us online at scottcf.org.
Street tacos. And don't forget, El Dos de Oros has daily specials. They can also welcome any large or small gatherings. So put your worries away and enjoy great food and drinks from El Dos de Oros, right off Main Street in Scott City.
Shells Flowers and More in Scott City is your full-service florist that provides custom floral arrangements and great gift ideas for anyone. Stop in and see what they offer, including jewelry, snack mixes, baby gifts, balloons, baptismals, flavored coffees, and so much more. There's more gift ideas arriving.
Faro Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Faro Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
BBN is brought to you by HRC Feed Yards, J&R, Next Tech Wireless, Red Barn Enterprises, S&T Communications, Scott County Hospital, Scott Co-op, Security State Bank,
Fairleigh Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
Save up to $500 when you make the switch to United today. Act fast. This is a limited time offer. Switch and save today by stopping at your local United store or visiting getunited.com/500.
And we're back here at Powell Field here in Wray, Colorado. Adam Kadavy with you. Manny Garcia, your studio engineer, back at the Mix 94.5 studios. And now welcome our friends over on the Beaver Broadcasting Network here on our pregame show, as we're about 16 minutes away from Kickoff here between these programs. The Wray Eagles and the Scott City Beavers both have had really good, a lot of similarities in their sports between them here in recent years, especially, or I guess you could say over longevity. Both have been really good at football, both have been really good at wrestling, and both have had some good basketball programs as well on the boys' side as well, and even on the girls' side here. As we're about 15 or 16 minutes away here from kickoff. As Scott City getting set to take on the Wray Eagles. This is, I mentioned, the 5th meeting all time. This is the third or second straight 2-year cycle that the two teams have played. They played in 94 and 95. Scott City won 28-8 here in 1994, and in Scott City in 95, it was 21-0 Wray victory over the Beavers there. And then, of course, the last 2 years, 28-0 for the Beavers 2 years ago here, and then 54-22 last year at Scott City for the Beavers over the Wray Eagles. It should be a pretty good matchup, though. We'll get into Wray here a little bit. Scott City will be without starters from week 1 here tonight. Alex Trango, the senior, out with an injury. I hope to get him back in the next few weeks, but hopefully he can get recovered here and get ready, especially for a push through districts here in a few weeks. And Peyton Bergner is going to be out of the lineup tonight. Coach alluded to in the pregame with blisters, that a blister that got infected on his foot. Just kind of an unusual situation there. But so no Bergner tonight, so no Alex Trango tonight. So a couple of new players getting their first career starts. Kevin Wiebe is going to be going 2 ways. He'll be a starting halfback and a starting corner for the Beavers. And then you get Camden Volgamore moving over to safety, free safety from his outside backer spot or that bandit position, and that'll bring in Brody Holstein, a junior, into the starting lineup there. And then in the rotation for wide receiver, it's going to be senior Jack Leitner, who's going to be getting in that rotation, and Brooks there in the wide out position there for Scott City. But the Beavers, good start last week, kind of, just kind of one of those deals where they just kind of coasted the victory. First quarter was really good. Second quarter, they got up 28-0 and just kind of coasted after there. And Coach maybe attributed that to a little bit of conditioning. He said that in the post-game interview and even on Wednesday night in our coaches show. But, I think that's something that can be fixed here from one week to the other here a little bit more. And I think that they'll be better tonight. It's going to be a gorgeous evening here in Wray. But the Beavers pretty balanced. Did not have anybody carry the ball over 9 times last week. Caden Couchman had 9 for 49. Kelton Cook had 9 for 41 and 2 touchdowns. And Camden Volgamore had 5 carries for 58 yards. What was really impressive is about 32 carries, is about a 6-yard carry per average carry, over 200 yards of rushing last week for Scott City. And that's something that's pretty impressive in its own right when you get 6 yards a pop there, running against Cimarron last week. Didn't have to throw it too much, threw for about 99 yards last week, and no turnovers, +3 in the turnover department, and then 35 points, which is pretty good there as well to begin week 1. But, Kevin Wiebe, who came in the second quarter at a halfback spot, came in for Alex with a different injury, but he came in and had his first carry go for a touchdown. He had 3 carries for 18 yards in that game. So, they like what they see from him, and also junior Caden Couchman and senior Kelton Cook there in the backfield. And offensive line, I thought, they missed some assignments, but that's going to happen in week 1. You just got to play hard and play to the whistle. Defensively, I think probably for Scott City tonight, they're going to have to get off the field more. They were on the field for 30 minutes last week against Cimarron, and that can wear you out in a hurry when you're on defense, getting hit instead of returning the favor. Well, I mean, making the tackles and stuff. When you're on offense, you can maybe wear them out and lean on them that way. But it was a good week that last week. 3 interceptions, 1 each for Caden Couchman, Camden Volgamore, and Brody Holstein. Case Armendariz and Jackson Rumford each recorded a sack last week against a very shifty Trace Copper in the backfield, and they really did a good job containing him, holding him to under 50 yards. He got about 42, I think, on 18 or 19 carries, if my memory serves him right, did Copper. So that was pretty good defense last week against Cimarron's offense. Held them out of the end zone. They were 0 for 2 in the red zone. We're the Cimarron Blue Jays, so the defense stiffened up when they needed to the most. On the other side, this is a very experienced Wray Eagles squad, coached by Levi Kramer in his 18th season. He is a hometown legend here, won a state championship as a quarterback.
And then he's the superintendent here and the head football coach. He won 26-71 record. They were 8-4 a year ago, losing by 1 in overtime on this field to Strasburg, Colorado, a game right before the state championship. Lyman ended up winning the state title, but this team this year has the biggest target on their back as they are ranked #1 here in Colorado in Class 1A, and it starts really with their backfield with Samuel Meisner and Casey Medcap, both combined for 9 touchdowns on the ground, and each has 204 yards rushing coming in. This is a team that averages, they put up 373 yards on the ground against Goodland last week, and so this is going to be a ground and pound attack. We'll see what Scott City can do to counter that here tonight. And they do have another good halfback in the Austin Collins. You'll hear his name a little bit as well. He's a versatile back. He is a very talented wrestler, probably going to end up going Division I. He's got some D1 programs looking at it, like Wyoming, North Carolina, from what I understand, and also, or UNC, I should say, and also South Dakota State as well. So we'll see, with him, and Medcap and Meisner also good wrestlers as well. Their line is pretty much all back. That was their only one that they lost on the year ago, was on the line. They lost 1 lineman on both sides of the ball, but the anchor on that line is Tavery Chappell. He's also their biggest 205-pound senior. It's not a line, but they're going to punch you in the mouth, and they're going to use their speed to their advantage here. And he'll play the end. Will Chappell. That's a team that gives up an average of 7 points a game, and that was the 14, all the points they gave up against Goodland last week. But Medcap will be your safety. He's going to be all over the field. Meisner, middle linebacker, being looked at by several D2s and even a FCS school in Drake in Des Moines, Iowa. So a lot of talent on the field for Wray here tonight. Should be a good battle here. Scott City has a lot of talent as well. Let's see what their speed can do against Wray's speed as well in their power game here tonight. And once again, it's going to be a beautiful evening here. Of course, we got Big 12 football going on in the Sunflower State tonight, which is unfortunate to have that on Friday night. But KU is up 14-3 over UNLV. K-State getting ready to kick off against Arizona. I picked the Wildcats in that one. But I think it's going to be the Kansas State Wildcats to win it. I hope that anyway. But don't forget, we'll be back home next Friday night. Scott City will host the Hoisington Cardinals. First time in, 11 years that Scott City will face Hoisington for real. Of course, they see them at the Jamboree at Great Bend, but it's going to be for real next Friday night. We will go ahead and let's take a 1-minute break for now. When we do come back, we're going to bring you starters, keys of the game, and the opening kickoff. We'll come back in 1 minute for your starters. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Fairley Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairley Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City Youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
BBN is supported by Shapland Real Estate, State Farm, The Original Grande, Bullertson Family Dentistry, Volgamore Family Farms, Western State Bank, Wood River Energy, Scott Community Foundation,
On the tail, that will be Kelton Cook, a 168-pound senior, has 2 rushing touchdowns this year, 3 for his career. The halfbacks will be pair of juniors, Kevin Forrest Contreras, a 2-year starter at guard. Also, Easton Eisenhower getting a 2nd straight start at guard. Ryan Lott at left tackle, and Trey Ryan is the right tackle for Scott City for the Wray Eagles, coached once again by Levi Kramer in his 18th year here in Wray as a head coach. Been part of the program for much longer than that. Eric Tracy and Jaden Whitty are your defensive tackles. They go 170 and 150. Tavery Chappell, Brody Richards are your DNs. 205 and 160, a senior and a junior. Samuel Meisner is a linebacker. Also, Austin Collins, Brody Riggleman will be your linebackers as well. Austin Hendricks and Aaron Tenna are the secondary. And free safety is Casey Midcap. Also safety is Wyatt Fonte, a junior. He had an interception last week against the Goodland Cowboys. Our team that gives up just 7 points a game. Both teams +3 in the turnover department coming into tonight. Those are your starting lineups, once again presented by Security State Bank. We'll have your keys to the game momentarily in the opening toss and the opening kickoff as well as Scott City and Wray meeting up here. It's a lot of Kansas versus GWAC against Eastern Colorado flavor here tonight, and the GWAC up north about 35, 36 miles. They're hosting the Colby Eagles. Colby 1-0, and they're going to kick off in a half an hour from now at 7:30. Cowboy Stadium in Goodland, it's old rivalry renewed across the border. Burlington, the Cougars playing their first game in 3 weeks. They're taking on the Goodland Cowboys. Ulysses and Hugoton in a rivalry playing, and then also it is Holcomb and Cimarron, that being played at Cimarron. We'll go ahead and go to your keys to the game, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout, where we go with the proven winner. When it comes to insurance, they score big with their policy holders. Keys tonight for Scott City, I think you got to out-physical Wray. This is a physical team coming up here, and they're going to be more physical than they were last year. You have to out-physical Wray. Second key for Scott City, I think, try to make Wray one-dimensional if you can. They love to ground and pound and run time off the clock, ground and pound. They can also strike in a hurry, but containment especially, turn the quarterback mid-cap in and force linebackers to make plays, especially DNs. Kind of second straight week of that once again. And third key for Scott City, I think they have to maintain consistency, sustainability on their drives. They got off to that hot start and kind of didn't have it in the second and third quarter last week. You got to maintain consistency on the offensive end. Those are your starters tonight here, presented by Security State Bank, as they are going to do the coin toss right now. Looks like Scott City won the toss, we'll get the official. And Scott City wants to defend the north end zone. They'll have the win at their back in the first quarter. Looks like it's going to be Wray football first. Scott City wins, elected to defer. So it's going to be the Wray Eagles on offense when we come back. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with the kickoff. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Team of motivated and compassionate professionals serving the needs of their community, offering a wide variety of services such as tubals, BioT hormone therapy, sleep disorders center, a variety of therapy services including TMJ and pelvic floor therapy. Their specialty clinic has over 20 specialists and offers state-of-the-art equipment with 3D mammography and a brand new MRI suite. All this is located close to home in Scott City. Scott County Hospital, with quick scheduling and friendly hometown service. To schedule or for questions, call 620-872-5811.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
BBN is brought to you by American Implement, All-in-One Wash, B&H Paving, Fairly
please
Company,
bring it back after this commercial's up.
Burrow Heating and Cooling, First National Bank,
Call us today at
Wray Western Tire.
620-872-2189.
Harris Chiropractic.
Scott Pro design your custom supplement.
Mix 94.5 KSKL Scott City, powered by Wheatland Electric, committed to improving the lives of their members and the community they serve. Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
All right, we're ready for kickoff here. Back in Wray, Colorado, Adam Kadavy with you. Here is it's going to be Wray Eagle football to begin this first quarter of play. Scott City, as I mentioned, won the toss. They're wearing those white tops with the Columbia blue pants, Columbia blue helmets, SC decal on the side of the helmet. For the Wray Eagles, they're in their home purple tops with the white helmets, white pants, and the Wray Eagle decal on the side as Jackson Rumford set to kick this off at the 40-yard line. He'll have the win at his back in the first quarter. Wray with 2 to return, and they can be dangerous returners. Samuel Meisner and Casey Midcap standing inside their own 5. As a gorgeous evening here at Wray, 81 degrees here at kickoff. We're moments away from getting started. I think they're waiting to get the 12 minutes put on the clock here, and then we'll be ready for some football here in Wray, Colorado. And all right, we're ready to go here. Of course, all the fans sit on the home side of the field. They used to have visiting bleachers over on the east side. They just put in a brand new practice facility behind us to the southwest. They're putting in a new baseball field and softball field here at the high school. This is an end over and kick. Returnable by Midcap at his own 5. Now he'll bounce it right. 10, 15, 20, 25. Look out. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Right side, 40, 35, 30. Wray is going to score on the opening kickoff, 95 yards. And it's Wray 6, Scott City nothing with 11:45 to go first quarter. A 95-yard kickoff return for the Wray Eagles. It's the second straight week Scott City has been involved with an opening kickoff for a touchdown. The Beavers delivered it last week. This week it's the Wray Eagles. And so for the first time this year in the young season, Wray is on, or somebody scores on Scott City first. So Wray on the board with 11:45 to go first quarter. To kick the extra point, it's going to be Diego De Leon. He has 14 of 14 on PATs this year out of the hold of Casey Midcap. Snap good, place down, kick on the way, and it is true. And at 11:45 to go first quarter, it is Scott City trailing Wray 7-0. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with the Wray Eagle kickoff. This is Beaver football. Miller Veterinary Clinic in Scott City loves to take care of your large or small animals as much as you love caring for them. Doctors Callista Miller, Stacy Rogers, Ellie Minix, and staff provide quality and compassionate care for your pet's health. They invite you to bring your animals in for checkups to keep their health in top shape. Miller Veterinary Clinic is also a full-service clinic and offers quality care with their boarding and grooming facility. Animal health supplies and foods are also available. Miller Veterinary Clinic, South Highway 83 in Scott City, where they have compassionate care for all of God's creatures. Football here brought to you by our great corporate sponsors, including Winterland Farms, Wilkins Physical Therapy, White's Food Liner, Wheatland Electric, Western State Bank, Western Kansas Insurance, Vogelmore Family Farms, and Turner Sheet Metal. Well, that was quick there. It's a third consecutive game that Scott City has been involved in an opening kickoff for a touchdown. Of course, the playoff game against Andale last year, the Indians returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Scott City returned the kickoff in week 1 for a score. Wray returns at 95 yards with Casey Midcap and the extra point by De Leon to make it 7-0. 15 seconds into the game. If you're Scott City, you just got to put that behind you and just play your game. Here's the De Leon kick. He has 5 touchbacks, and he kicks this one. This will be Catchman taking at his own 8-yard line up the middle. 10 gets across the 20, and he's met at about the 21-yard line by Brody Riggleman. That's where the Beavers will start off first and 10, 19 seconds into the game, down 7-0. Camden Vogelmore, the junior quarterback, 8 of 17 last week, 91 yards, rushed 5 times for 58 yards. He'll be the quarterback starting his 12th consecutive game as the QB in the pistol wing tee. It'll be receiver left, Bailey tight end right side. On first down, Kelton Cook carry. Lowers his shoulder, spins, and he gains nearly 4 yards to the 25 off left side on first down. The tackle that time was made by Austin Hendricks, but a nice little gain of 4. Sets up make that 3 to the 25 from the 22. 2nd and 7. First minute of the ball game, 7-0 Wray with the lead. 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard run for Cook. It'll be a pistol wing tee. Bailey split wide to the right. Sweep play right side to Kevin Weavy. He'll turn it upfield, and he'll gain nearly 5 yards to the 30-yard line on 2nd down. And in on the tackle that time, looked like that was Wyatt Fonte. Well, they'll mark this at the 29 for a gain of 4, setting up a 3rd and 3 for the Beavers early on. First minute of this ball game, no score. Last week, Scott City was 4 of 8 on 3rd downs. But trailing here 7-0. On 3rd down and about 3, middle of the field. Pistol wing T set up tight and run for the right. It'll be a handoff left side to Cook. He hits a wall right at the 30 and is driven back. He'll gain 1. He needed 3. Austin Collins leading the charge. Also Brody Richards. So it's going to be a quick 3 and out for the Scott City offense here in this opening quarter, and they'll send the punt unit out with 10:15 to go here in the first quarter, and the Beavers trailing 7-0. They needed 3 for that first down, just got 1, and they'll be punting. Rumford had a couple of really good punts last week. He pinned 1 inside the 20 and a 50-yarder in there. 1 deep to return. Here's a kick. This is angled right side. Good hang time. This will be mid-cap. He's going to let it go, but that takes a Scott City bounce inside the 20, and it'll be down at about the 16-yard line. On a 54-yard punt, his second one down inside the 20 with 9:46 to go first quarter. So now Wray with a 7-0 lead will operate with the football, and a senior-heavy team. They do have a couple of big starters out here tonight. Bryson Lewis and Austin Snap, they're out with some key contributors. They're out with some injuries. Wray will split 1 receiver to the left. That'll be Angel Santizo. It'll be a shotgun setup, trips bunch to the right. They like to run out of that trips bunch, mainly up the middle, but they're going to be back to pass on first down. They'll look right side. Pass is caught and drilled immediately by Kevin Weeby as they pick on the rookie. Caught by Tenna, his 3rd reception of the year, good for 5 yards, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Tenna, as I mentioned, his 5th catch of the year. So we're under 9.5 to go first quarter, 7-0 Wray. They took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. They have it 2nd and 5 at their own 20, or make that 2nd and 4 at their own 22 right hash mark. Shotgun setup, trips bunch to the left. They'll run an option play left side, and they'll keep it, and Meisner is going to be drilled in the back, or mid-cap, drilled for a 1-yard loss. Back of the 21-yard line. Nice job of filling the gap that time. And there was Brody Holstein, the junior, getting his first career start. He had a good game last week. A loss of 1 for mid-cap sets up a 3rd and 5. For the Eagles at the Wray 21-yard line. 7-0 Wray, 8:45 to go first quarter. Last week, the Scott City defense held Cimarron just 3 of 14 on 3rd downs. They need to get a 3 and out here and get some mojo back. 4 receiver set, trips to the right, 1 to the left. On 3rd down, mid-cap, he'll drop back to pass. Looking right, swings it out, and it's going to be caught by Collins for a first down, and Weeby will knock him out of bounds at the 29-yard line on a gain of 8. Collins, the 140-pound junior, makes the catch, and Wray has passed twice here. They're 2 for 2 for 14 yards, and they get the first down of the ball game. Collins, that is his 4th reception of the year. He has 1 touchdown catch. So new set of downs for the Eagles at their own 29 right hash mark, leading 7-0, 8 minutes to go first quarter. Collins will go in motion. This will be a direct snap. They'll get it to Meisner. He'll turn it upfield. He breaks through 1 tackle, and he backs his way to the 34 for 5. As I mentioned, these backs are physical. 180-pound senior mid-capper Meisner. He takes a direct snap and goes for 5 on first down. And that tackle made by Camden Volgamore, it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. So right now, Wray getting good yardage on first down, and that just sets up the rest of their drive nicely so far. 5th play of the drive for the Eagles at their own 34-yard line. Tina split wide to the right, blocking back behind to the left of the center, and it'll be a swing out right side, a little bubble screen, and this is going to be dropped for a loss as the flag comes out. And Tina with the catch. Couchman and Case Armandaris make a nice play on defense. Tina did get back to the original line of scrimmage. Little tunnel screen there. We get a first, or they're going to wave the flag off. No penalty, and it's going to set up 3rd and 5. 30, or make the, they'll give them a yard on that play.
Bring out 3rd and a long 4 for the Eagles.
3rd and 4. So Tina with a second catch for 7 yards. Ray's already converted 1 third down on this drive. They burned up nearly 2.5 minutes of this first quarter clock, as it was Casey Midcap returning the opening kickoff, 95 yards, 7-0 they lead. 3 receivers spread wide to left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 5. Looking down the middle, seam and left, wide open, and a first down. Here's Fonte, 30, 20, 15, 10, and inside the 5, it's 1st and goal, Ray. Fonte right down the seam in the double coverage. Nobody saw Fonte, and he takes it all the way down to the 3-yard line on a 62-yard pass play. So Midcap is 3 for 3, 77 yards through the air in the first quarter, and it's 1st and goal at the 3. Be a direct snap. This is going to be Meisner on the carry. 2-1, leans forward. Touchdown, Ray. It's 13-0 with 6:18 to go first quarter, and Ray has punched Scott City in the mouth. A 7-play, 84-yard drive. That takes 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Beavers are in trouble here early on. $13-0, Ray with the lead, pending the extra point. Ray with that 67-yard pickup, or make that 62-yard pickup on 3rd down and 5. To set them up 1st and goal at the 3. The next play they score, and the extra point is knocked in by Diego De Leon. 14-0 Ray. Halfway through period 1 here from Powell Field, and Ray will come back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Scott City football.
Go with the proven winner. I'm Michael Trout from State Farm in Scott City.
I bring it back.
When it comes to auto insurance, we score big with our policyholders. We score on competitive rates, on customer service, and on satisfaction and speedy claim handling. Let us quote your autos today and make you a part of the Trout State Farm team. Call or stop by Michael Trout State Farm and you can be assured of our personal best. Go with the winner, Michael Trout State Farm, Scott City.
Changes in your life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Scott City down 14-0 midway first quarter. De Leon's kick is an end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken by Bailey at his own 15-yard line in the middle. 20, across the 25. He'll get to the 30, and that's where he's knocked down there. But a nice return to the 30-yard line, and the tackle made that time by Reese Weatherly. But Scott City has gotten punched in the mouth here in the first quarter, giving up an opening kickoff return, going 3 and out, and watching Ray go 7 plays and 84 yards, and doing it mostly through the air to go up 14-0 here over Scott City. The Beavers will have it at their own 30-yard line in a 14-point hole midway first quarter. Beavers without Peyton Bergner tonight, also Alex Tarango unavailable tonight, as they'll split Leitner to right. Rumford will be split to left to pistol wing T. Pistol back is Kelton Cook from the 30. Oh, he's going to be called for a legal procedure. This is going to go downfield, and it's going to be caught by Rumford, but out of bounds. But Cook was leaning too far in his stance, and that's going to be a penalty on Scott City, and it'll set up It would have probably, I think it was an incomplete pass anyway. He didn't get I don't think he got his left foot in, and it's going to bring up 1st and 15. Penalties were an issue last week for Scott City. They had about 12 penalties last week against the Cimarron Blue Jays, and there it's 1st and 15 now at their own 25-yard line, and things have gone the wrong way here in this opening 6 minutes of the ball game for Scott City, down 14-0. Be a quarterback sweep right side for Volgamore, trying to bounce it outside. Now we'll turn it up 30-yard line, gets a nice run of about 9 to the 34-yard line. He'll be marked down to the 34, took a pop that time from Wyatt Fonte. It'll be a gain of 9, setting up 2nd and 6. So a good settle down play there for Scott City as Volgamore followed the quarterback sweep right side. 2nd down and 6, 34-yard line for Scott City, 5.5 to go first quarter. Wray leading the Beavers 14-0. Receiver split wide to left. It'll be a play fake by Volgamore. Fine, you run for it. Oh, it's picked off, and this is trouble. Here goes Wyatt Fonte, 20-yard line and down to the 15-yard line. It is a snowball effect in Wray here, and now the Wray Eagles have it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Second pick in as many weeks for Wyatt Fonte. The intended receiver was Jackson Rumford, and Scott City with their first turnover of the season, and it comes at a tough time here with 5:18 to go first quarter. And now Wray with the ball at the Scott City 15-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Wray will split 2 receivers to the right, Angel Santizo, also Austin Collins. Tana will be split to the left, also will be Fonte. Back to pass on 2nd down, under duress. Now rolling to his right is going to be Midcap. Now he tucks it, runs left. And he'll be, he breaks through a tackle inside the 15. Breaks through another tackle inside the 5, spins, and into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow. He broke through 3 tackles. Scott City unable to wrap up. Midcap with a 15-yard run, and it's 20-0 Wray with 4:22 to go first quarter. They had him dead to rights and 2 spots in this first quarter. And De Leon to kick the extra point. The left-footed kicker will knock it through. And it is all Wray in the first quarter with 4:22 to go. They take advantage of a Scott City turnover, and they lead it 21-0. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Beaver football.
Life is all about your vision. That's what Dr. Joshua Goodman
City going through the air, having some success. 2 passes out of the last 3 plays for 67 yards. That one for Rumford for 35. And Scott City with 2 first downs here on this drive, and now at the 25 of Wray, 1st and 10. Matthew Wheeler getting his first action. He'll be in there. Also split wide is going to be Tegan Felia Jr. First down. Carry goes left side and inside the 20 to about the 18, goes way beyond gain of 7, and bring up 2nd down and 3. Start to the evening here. New receiver splits to the right for the Beavers on 2nd down. This is going to be a carry, and Weeby's going to drop back for he gains 7. He loses all that on the 2nd down play, brought down by Midcap. So whatever he gained on 1st down, he loses 7 on 2nd down, or they'll mark this the 23. So it's going to be a loss of 4, setting up a 3rd and 8. Scott City 0-1 in first downs. Final 90 seconds of this first quarter. Scott City down 21-0. They'll split Feely and also Couchman to the left, Rumford to the right. Wing to the left for the Beavers on 3rd down. Vogelmore takes a snap, rolls to his left, has time, looks downfield, will go to Couchman in the end zone, and he will not be able to haul it in, as it was just out and past the outstretched arms of Couchman, about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Good effort there, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 8 here, and decision time for Coach Jim Turner. He'll go for this one here at the 23 of Wray. Down 21-0, 73 seconds to go first quarter. Last week the Beavers were 0 of 2 on 4th downs, but they're kind of in a position where this is a must get here. Pistol set up. Back to passes Vogelmore on 4th down. And he's under duress, and he's going to be sacked. They brought the blitz that time, and in on the sack that time was Eric Tracy, all the way back to the 33-yard line, or 32-yard line. And so Scott City has been unable to convert a turnover on downs this year. A nice drive ends in a turnover on downs with 1:08 to go first quarter. And Wray will take over up 21-0 at their own 33-yard line. Wray has moved the ball with ease here. Feely in a corner as well in this second straight series. Wray will run 2 receivers to the left, 2 ends bunch to the right. Now they send Collins in motion from right to left from their own 33. Back to pass is going to be Midcap. Has time, rolls his left, steps back to his own 20-yard line. Still looking, goes left side and just chucks it out of bounds, and that was close to grounding. But it did go across. There was a receiver in the vicinity, I guess. 2nd down and 10, but good coverage in the secondary by Scott City. Midcap now 3 of 4 for 77 yards passing in this first quarter. 2nd and 10 for Wray, 33-yard line of the Eagles. They bring in Griffin Edwards in, and he might be in some pass coverage on that D-line for Scott City. Get some quickness up front there. 2nd and 10, and now man in motion is 10 now. On 2nd down, it'll be a direct snap. Oh, we got a flag. This will be a flag on Wray, their first penalty of the night. Be a false start on the Eagles, setting them up with 2nd and 15. So really the first time tonight Wray is, or second time I guess you could say, they've been behind schedule on their set of downs. It's going to set up 2nd and 15 for them back at their own 28-yard line. 55 seconds here in the first quarter. They lead Scott City. They have come out and punched him in the mouth, 21-0. 3 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right. On 2nd and 15, Midcap barks out signals. He'll just drop back to pass as he rolls to his left. Throws it, lobs it, and the pass is caught by Tenna. He'll take it at the 40-yard line, and no tackle there on a gain of about 12, setting up 3rd and 3. Tenna with his 3rd reception already of this first quarter. That one from the 28 to the 40, a gain of 12. And another third down opportunity for the Eagles. They are 2 of 2 on third downs. That stopped the clock with 50 seconds to go, third quarter on 3rd and 3. Trips to the right, one to the left. Midcap looking right on third down. Pass is going to be caught by Collins for a first down, 45, and Weeby will escort him out of bounds at 49 for a gain of 9. They're giving him Collins a lot of cushion over that right side, and Wray is taking advantage of that cushion. And Collins with a 9-yard reception for a first down, already 98 yards passing on 6 of 7 in the first quarter by Casey Midcap. They have 3 first downs all through the air, and they have the ball near midfield, up 21-0. Been a rough first quarter for Scott City. They'll go to their bunch package. It'll be a direct snap going right side. Here is Meisner. He'll gain 2, and he breaks through another set of tackles, and he looked like he was stopped for a gain of 1, but gains about 4 on first down to set up second down and 6. He has 3 carries for 12 yards. They have been torching Scott City all over the place here in this first quarter. Final 20 seconds of this period, and I think Wray is just going to take the first quarter clock down and take it to the second quarter. They have come out solid in this first 12 minutes. It started with the opening kickoff, an interception, or an 84-yard drive, and an interception down the 15 at 2 plays and a touchdown, and it's Wray 21, Scott City nothing. 12 minutes in the books here at Powell Field in Wray. We'll come back in the second quarter for a minute. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Not even the weatherman knows for sure what tomorrow will bring. But if there's no rain in your future, a drought can and will happen. Although a long dry spell can ruin your crops, it shouldn't ruin your life. Make sure you secure your future with multi-peril crop insurance from QBE, NAU, and Western Kansas Insurance. You and your family deserve the QBE, NAU peace of mind. See Western Kansas Insurance Services at 310 Court Street in Scott City, Kansas today for more information. NAU Country Insurance Company and this business are equal opportunity providers.
Hi, this is Rebecca from your local Scott City's hardware store. This month brings a new Red Hot buy. Right now, mix and match Ace Premium spray paint and primer, 2 for $10. Get selected DeWalt hand tools and accessories, $14.99 each. Tailgate on a Blackstone 4-burner outdoor griddle with hood, just $499.99. Check out the Red Hot buys and more this month at our Scott City's hardware store. Thank you for shopping with us, and don't forget to ask, what can we help you find today?
It is second down and about 6. 47-yard line of Scott City for Wray as play resumes here in the second quarter as they switch sides of the field. It's been all right, 21-0. Up the middle goes Meisner. He'll follow his lead blockers and gets 2 to the 45, setting up a third down and short coming up in there. Turning him in for Scott City that time was Trey Ryan, but it's going to bring up gain of 2 for Meisner, who has 4 carries and 14 yards. Casey Midcap is thrown for 98 yards in this first quarter. 2 of those were on one play to Wyatt Fonte on a third down. Scott City has struggled moving the football. A 3 and out, a pick, and they drove it down inside the Wray 20, but then were turned away on fourth down. Wray is 3 of 3 on third downs, of third down and 4. Direct snap right side, and this is strung out nicely, but Meisner finds a crease, and he'll gain maybe 2 to the 43. It'll set up a fourth at about 2.5. Caden Couchman will help him out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3, fourth and a yard and a half. But Wray will go for it more than likely here. This will be their 7th play of the drive. 11-17 to go second quarter. 21-0. Wray leads it here. 4th and 2, or 4th and a yard and a half. Direct snap. This will go up the middle, and this is going to be stuffed initially. The lean forward may have gotten him the first down by Midcap, and he's going to have the first down at the 40-yard line. He was stopped initially, but boy, where they have it spotted, it is a 1st and 10 just inside the 41. He needed to get just inside the 41, and he did. They're going to measure this one.
Official timeout for a measurement.
They're going to measure this one. Some other scores of interest. Holcomb is up 14-0 at Cimarron at the end of the first quarter. It's the only score we have from the league. And they're going to bring the chains out for this one. I don't think there's any question. KU leading UNLV at halftime 17-13. Kansas State just scored a late first quarter to tie it up at 7 against Arizona. It is a 1st and 10, right about a half the football length there for mid-cap. And Wray will get their 4th 1st and 10 of the night, and they'll convert and move the chains. Make that their 5th 1st and 10 of the night. They're at the Scott City 40-yard line, up 21-0. 11-11 to go, second quarter here from Wray. They'll split 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Still do not see Brooks Bailey back in the lineup. Feely into that position. Back to pass to look left. Pass is going to be caught by Collins. Breaks through a tackle on left side 30, and he's going to have a first down at about the 29-yard line. He broke through initial tackle by Holstein at about the 40-yard line, and then Collins will take it right to the 30-yard line for a gain of 10. Mid-cap is now 7 of 9 make that 8 of 9 for 108 yards. 3 receptions, 19 yards for Collins in the first half as the Wray Eagles have been able to march it down the field here against Scott City in this first half. The Beavers haven't been able to get a stop. Down 21-0. Trips bunch to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be a direct snap. This is to Meisner up the middle. He hits a wall. Rumford pull him back. He's hit initially by Ryan Lotta as well. It's a gain of 2 to the 28, setting up a 2nd down and 8. So Wray comes out passing and spreading Scott City out and taking advantage of their matchups here in this first half. They have, especially on 3rd down. This will be play number 10 of this drive here for Wray. 2 minutes into the second quarter, leading it 21-0. They're at the 28 of Scott City left hash mark as we're seeing the field mostly covered here by the home stands here. It's going to be a carry by Meisner. He spins out of a tackle, goes left side, and he's going to be getting the first down inside the 20. Or nope, let's see where they mark him. They'll mark him right at the 20 for a gain of 8. It'll be a 1st and 10. Scott City's right there. They are not wrapping up in this first half. This catchment will come in for Wheeler. It's right at a gain of 8. .946 to go here in this second quarter. 21-0 Wray. They're at the 20-yard line of Scott City. 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun set up for mid-cap. He'll be back to pass on first down, looking down the seam, and it's going to be deflected. Nice defensive play that time as they tried to go down the seam to 10, and good job by Tegan Feely deflecting that pass. That might have been slightly underthrown. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 8 of 10 passing for mid-cap, 108 yards in this first half. And it's 2nd down and 10 for the Wray Eagles at the Scott City 20-yard line with 9:41 to go second quarter. Hugoton is leading Ulysses 14-0 after the first quarter. Down at Hugoton, Ulysses will go to Holcomb next week. 2nd down and 10 for Wray, Scott City 20-yard line. And it'll be a direct snap to Meisner up the middle, and good job by Scott City plugging that hole immediately in the middle of the field. Set up a 3rd and long. Jackson Rumford in on the tackle, along with Ryan Lotta in the interior. Just a gain of 1 on the direct snap to Meisner, who has 7 carries at 26 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9 to go here. More than likely 4-down territory for Wray, although they do have a pretty good kicker in Diego De Leon. Wray is 3 of 4 on 3rd downs tonight. They'll run 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The backfield is going to be Meisner with mid-cap, who's back to pass. Now under pressure, has to tuck it up, and he'll trip and be dropped for a loss to the 23-yard line. Jackson Rumford was in the vicinity there. He'll finish him off. They'll say it's a 3-yard loss at the 22, 4th and 12 for Wray. And Coach Levi Kramer for Wray will burn a timeout. 8:40 to go, second quarter. It's Wray 21, Scott City nothing. A big 4th and 12 for Wray when we come back in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
Sports have this amazing way of
Preparation
making a
pays
positive
on the
impact
field
in our
and
community,
in life.
whether
I'm
it's
Michael
helping
Trout with
children,
State Farm in
boosting
Scott
local
City. If
economies,
something
or
happened and you
creating
weren't
role
here tomorrow,
models.
would your
That's
family
our
be
goal at
provided
American
for? Life
Implement,
insurance
too.
is just the
We
right thing
believe
to
in
do.
being
The
a
way
part
to
of
be
the
prepared.
communities we
Stop by
serve
or give
by
us a call
just
at Michael
being a
Trout
good
State
neighbor.
Farm. We can
Thanks
work
for
with you to
being
find
ours.
the best life insurance plan to fit your need or to make sure you have enough. This isn't something to put off another day. On the field of life, be prepared. Michael Trout, State Farm, Scott City.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I want to thank J&R Car and Truck Center for providing transportation here to Wray, Colorado. You can view their new and pre-owned inventory on their lot at J&R Car and Truck Center, West 5th Street, Scott City, online at jrcarandtruck.com. A big 4th down and 12 here for Scott City. 22-yard line of Scott City for Wray. The Wray Eagles leading Scott City 21-0, 8:40 to go, second quarter. But can the Scott City defense get one more stop? The Beaver defense has been on the field here for over almost 4.5 minutes here on this drive that started at the Wray 33. 3 receivers set to the right, 1 to the short side or left side on 4th down. They'll throw right in the middle of the seam. Passes. Oh, it's caught for a touchdown. It looked like it was trying to go for the intended receiver, Fonte, but right behind him, a yard deep in the end zone, was Austin Collins for the touchdown, and it's 27-0. You talk about being in the right place at the right time, Collins was, and Scott City is beaten for a second time on 4th down as Midcap has his first touchdown pass of the night. Extra point coming up here for Diego De Leon. That's a 13-play, 77-yard drive. And with 8:33 to go, second quarter, Scott City is down to the Wray Eagles, 28-0. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Scott City football.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why
Here's
the Scott
Odessa
Co-op is
from
here
Plain
with 8
Jams.
elevator locations,
Odessa here.
2 service
Again,
stations,
let's
5
talk rental
parking
houses.
lots, bulk
Okay,
fuel and
rentals.
oil
Plain
delivery,
Jams
as
is
well as
the
a full
best place
service
to go
agronomy
if you need a
department,
small place
including
or
agronomy
a place
services,
with 2 to 3
seed,
bedrooms.
chemical,
So, how many
fertilizer, and
rentals?
custom
I think
applications.
maybe around 7.
Visit us online
Really?
at scottcoop.com or download our app for more
Find the right
information.
place to rent.
Scott
Plain
Co-op is
Jams
a proud
Rentals.
supporter
We
of
rent
our local
houses.
community.
Thanks, Odessa. Plain Gens, they rent houses.
Scott City unable to get a stop here as Wray scores on 4th down and 12 of the 22. A 22-yard pass play from Casey Midcap to Austin Collins. The extra point booted in, and the Wray Eagles lead at 28-0 with 8:33 to go, second quarter. Football once again brought to you tonight here by Scott City Ice Center, Rotomix, Road and Bean Green Agency, Iron Insurance Partners, Richards Financial Services, Our Brothers Auto Body Mechanic, Pioneer Communications, Precision Ag and Seed, and Pokey Feeders. Here's the Diego De Leon kick, and this is going to be an offsides here on Wray on the opening kickoff, or on the kickoff here. As we have Kevin Wiebe and also Caden Kochman deep to return.
Dead ball, offsides by the Eagles.
So Ray's second penalty of the night. Well, they'll kick off from the 35-yard line. Scott City had a good drive their last drive, but it resulted in a sack on 4th down. And then Wray took it 67 yards and converted a 4th down on a 22-yard pass play. It looked initially like it was intended for Wyatt Fonte, but right behind him in the end zone of a yard deep was Austin Collins, who made the catch. That was Collins' second touchdown reception of the year, the 4th pass for a touchdown this year by Midcap. He was thrown now for 130 yards on 9 of 11 passing and a touchdown in this first half. Wobbly kick, and this will be caught by Kochman at his own 11-yard line. Caden takes it up the middle, 20, trying to go outside across the 25, and he's met immediately by Brody Riggleman at about the 26, 27-yard line. That's where the Beavers will take over, and a 4-touchdown hold, 8:27 to go, second quarter at 28-0. Most points that Wray has scored in this series against Scott City in the 5th meeting all time. Actually, they'll mark him back at the 25-yard line. They not give him forward progress on that. So Scott City's first possession of the second quarter. Run 2 receivers to the left, Rumford and Wiebe. 2 receivers to the right for Scott City. One that's cooked to the right of Vogelmore at play fake. They'll swing it out right side. This is going to be Matthew Wheeler, and he is going to be dropped for a loss back at the 21-yard line. Right there immediately, Wyatt Fonte, and right now Wray is reading everything perfectly, and they read that one immediately, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 13. Vogelmore 3 of 4 passing now for 64 yards and an interception. He's had 2 passes, a 35-yarder to Jackson Rumford and a 32-yarder to Kevin Wiebe in this first half. On 2nd down, it'll be an option keeper, and Vogelmore trying to turn it upfield. He'll get it across the 25. He'll gain a 5 on 2nd down and set up a 3rd down and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a nice option keeper for about 5 yards. Vogelmore so far just 3 yards on 3 carries. The Beavers, though, are 0 for 3 on 3rd downs here in this first half. Make that 0 of 2 on 3rd downs. They'll run 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rolling to the right is Vogelmore. Now will step up. He'll roll it to his left. Now under duress. Throws in the middle field. Wide open is Rumford. 1st down 45, and he'll take it into Wray territory across midfield. They'll mark him actually right there at midfield on a 23-yard pass play. That time, Vogelmore scrambling, left Rumford wide open right in the dead center of the field as he takes it to midfield for a 23-yard pass play. Scott City converts their first 3rd down of the night. They'll move the sticks on that one. And the ball will be at midfield right hash mark with 6:40 to go, 2nd quarter, down 28. Handoff left side to Kelton Cook, and he gets met up immediately. That time by Casey Midcap for a gain of 1 to the Wray 49-yard line.
And Whitty.
2nd and 9 for Scott City. Middle of the field right on the purple block W for Wray, 49-yard line. Halfway mark of the 2nd quarter, 28-0 Wray leads it. They scored on the opening kickoff, a 95-yard Casey Midcap return. He also has a touchdown run and a touchdown pass. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd down and 9. Vogelmore rolls to his left, steps up. He's going to go find the middle field. Rumford reaches up and makes the catch. He'll be about 2 yards shy of the 1st down as he was blanketed by Austin Collins and Wyatt Fonte at about the 42-yard line. And a very tough catch there for Rumford. His 3rd reception for 65 yards and makes it 3rd and manageable here. Here in this 2nd quarter, Scott City with another 3rd down, but this one just 2 yards to go. They only have 10 yards rushing to Scott City and 94 through the air in this 2nd quarter. Beavers 1 of 3 on 3rd downs. They'll run 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's Feely, lone receiver to the short side to left side. Pistol back is Griffin Edwards on 3rd and 2. It'll be Vogelmore. He'll carry it. He'll turn it upfield. He's got a 1st down, 35, and he'll spin forward to the 34 on a gain of 8. He was tackled there by Wyatt Fonte, so Vogelmore uses his speed and gains 8 on 3rd and 2. And it's a 1st and 10 once again for the Beavers at the Eagle 34-yard line as we get to the 5-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 28-7, Wray leads it. Beavers working on a 3.5-minute drive here. As they'll split Jack Leitner to the left. Couchman will be a wing to the right. Wiebe wing to the left. Halfback to the left, excuse me. It'll be a play fake. And now they have wide open, down the seam. Here's Couchman. That's going to be pass interference as he tried to get back to the football. That time Tana was behind him. And incomplete, but that's going to be a free 1st and 10 for Scott City. And they will get into the Lewis Automotive red zone for the 2nd time tonight. Ball at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for Scott City with 4:46 to go first half. 3rd penalty for the Eagles for 25 yards. And really, if you're going to get a penalty, that's a good one to get if you're Wray there, because that did not allow the receiver to catch the football. You don't give up the touchdown, but you give up a 1st and 10. 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff left side to Cashman. Turns it upfield, gets it to near the 15 on 1st and 10. They'll just give him 3 to the 16. That time the tackle was made by Taver Chappell, also Austin Hendricks. 2nd and 7. 4:20 to go second quarter. 28-0 Wray leads it. Scott City facing a 2nd and 7 at the 16 of Wray. Pistol wing T, tight end left side is Rumford. Edwards gets the carry on 2nd down. He will lose 2 as the house was brought that time. Leading the charge that time for the Wray Eagles was Brody Richards for a loss of 2, setting up a 3rd and 9.
For the Eagles.
9th play of the drive here with 3:50 to go second quarter. Scott City 2 of 4 on 3rd downs. 9 to go at the Wray Eagle 18 field. He split wide to the right along with Wiebe. To the left is going to be Jackson Rumford. Pistol back is in there. Wing to the right is Couchman. Halfback to the right, I should say. Rolling to the right is Camden Vogelmore. Steps up. Now he's just going to tuck and run. He has got the first down, 15-10. Inside the 5, breaks for a tackle, and into the end zone for a touchdown. And Scott City's on the board with 3:20 to go second quarter. Good scramble that time by Camden Vogelmore from 18 yards out. And Scott City on the board for the first time, trailing 28-6. A 9-play, 75-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 13 seconds off the board for the Beavers. They converted all 3 of their 3rd downs. Jackson Rumford to try to boot in the point after here. Out of the hold of Caden Couchman, who's in there. Good snap, placed down. The kick is on the way, and it is true. He sneaks it in the right upright, and it's 28-7 Wray. 3:20 to go second quarter. The Beavers to kick off in 30 seconds. This is Scott City Beaver football.
America is at work, from farms to construction sites to factories. Millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electrical lines.
And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you. And may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
A 9-play, 75-yard drive for Scott City gets them on the board for the first time tonight. Camden Vogelmore scrambles for an 18-yard touchdown run, his first rushing touchdown of the year. He has 5 carries and 29 yards. And the extra point knocked in by Jackson Rumford. 28-7 Wray lead, and hopefully that settles down the Beavers here a little bit late second quarter. It'll be Rumford to kick this one off 40-yard line. So kick to the north here. And the dangerous Casey Midcap deep to return for Wray. Also Samuel Meisner. Midcap took the opening kickoff 95 yards to the house to start this game off. Here's the kick. It's going to be a lower kick this time. It'll be picked up on a bounce that time by Meisner. It is 13 up the middle, 20, 25. Though he has room to the right side, 30, 35, and it'll be brought down by Rumford at about the 38-yard line.
37-yard line. But the Eagles will have it.
And good field position with 3:13 and 2 timeouts for the Wray Eagles. 28-7 Wray leads it. But take a 25-yard kickoff return over a return for a touchdown if you're Scott City. Wray, good field position at their own 38 right hash mark. They've been able to convert 3 of 5 on 3rd downs, and both of their 4th downs, one was for a touchdown. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1st and 10. 38-yard line right hash mark. Midcap. He run a quarterback draw, runs into his own blocker, almost breaks through a tackle. Good job that time. Wheeler slows him down, and he's finished off for no gain on the play. Good defensive play that time in pursuit of the football. Sets up 2nd and 10. Under 3 to go second quarter. 38-yard line. Right hash mark for the Wray Eagles. They'll run 3 receivers over to the left, 1 to the right. 1 in the backfield with Midcap. Midcap looking left on 2nd down, now under duress as he still has plenty of time, pump fake, and now he'll throw it deep for grabs. This is going to be caught for a first down inside the 30. Just into the reach of Aaron Tana after Rumford drilled the quarterback. That's a gain of 34 to the 28-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Tana with the catch. He has 4 receptions and 53 yards, 10 of 12 passing, 164 yards for Midcap in the first half, going for more. At the 28-yard line, he has to run left. He's got a lot of room left side. First down as he's escorted out of bounds by Oscar Mendez, but not before a gain of about 11 to the 17-yard line with under 2 to go first half. Midcap 29 yards on 7 carries. Wray with 10 first and 10s. They're at the 17-yard line. And that 34-yard pass play setting him up once again with an opportunity to score late second quarter. Scott City's option to get the ball, but Wray only has 2 timeouts left, so the time, and they went out of bounds there. Time not an issue right now. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. From the 17 of Scott City for Wray, first and 10. Direct snap to Miser, goes right side. Scott City swallows it up for a loss on the play. Good job by Rumford turning him in. Trey Ryan, Emilio Contreras here and there on the stop for a loss of 1 for Meisner at the 18-yard line. 99 seconds to go, second quarter. They'll say no gain officially at the 17, second and 10. Scott City does have all 3 timeouts, but that might be a moot point right now. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. On second and 10, 17-yard line of Scott City. Midcap back to pass. Here's the blitz, and it's going to be effective, and Midcap is sacked. Back at the 24-yard line. And now Wray will burn one of their final 2 timeouts remaining. And we'll take it as well with 71 seconds to go, second quarter. We'll come back in 30 seconds. The Beavers trailing 28-7. Back in 30, this is Scott City football.
BBN is supported by
Reminds
JW Enterprises,
date. September 30th is
Lone
the
Tree
sales
Farms,
closing date for coverage of your 2025
Pioneer
crop.
Communications,
That's why the fine folks at Platinum H Insurance are there
Beaver
for you.
Booster
They know
Club,
how important it is to have reliable multi-peril crop insurance. Don't forget that September 30th is the sales closing date for coverage of your 2025 wheat crop. To see what Platinum H Insurance can do for you, call 872-7222 or stop by at 321 West 5th Street in Scott City. This agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Jackson Rumford credited with that sack for Scott City. Good job. It was Trey Ryan off the edge who forced him in, and good job by Scott City getting a sack, forcing Wray into one of their final 2 timeouts left. It'll be 3rd down and 16 for Wray. Scott City 23-yard line, 1:11 to go second quarter. Wray 28, Scott City 7. The Eagles 3 of 5 on 3rd downs. They were about the same spot last time around when they scored on 4th and long at the 22-yard line. Midcap back to pass on 3rd down. The blitz is picked up. They'll throw it deep for the end zone. The pass is sailing wide right, and Weeby almost got there, but he was a little late. But good job by Scott City, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 16 with 64 seconds to go first half. Can the Beavers get their first defensive stop of the night? This would be huge. Down 3 scores late second quarter, and Wray is going to burn their final timeout. We're going to keep it right here for the time being here. Once again, when we reach for something to drink here all season long, and the broadcast booth are up top here tonight, we go for Z bottling water. Of course, high-quality H2O. Pure, it is bottled right there in Scott City, Kansas. Customized labeling. They got the individual bottles. They got the 1 gallons, 2 gallons, 5 gallons, you name it. Z Bottling today. Call them. They residential, corporate, you name it. They actually serve this Z Bottling at the concession stand here in Wray. So they're drinking the good stuff, the Z Bottling water. Well, 4th down and 16, 23-yard line of Wray, or of Scott City for Wray. This is a big stop. Hopefully for Scott City, they need a stop here. Yeah, they're down 3 scores. They'll have 24 minutes to try to come back and tie it or win this one here in Wray. But can they get one more stop on defense? Wray is 2 for 2 on 4th downs. One of those on the last series was a touchdown pass of 22 yards from Casey Midcap to Austin Collins. Colby and Holyoke are tied at 7 up north in Holyoke tonight. Haven't seen a Goodland Burlington score. 4th down and 16. Out of the timeout, two receivers set to both sides. They're going to send 10 in motion from left to right. Wray. Back to passes, mid-cap. Steps up, throws it right down the seam, wide open, touchdown. Tatena from 24 yards out, and Wray is 3 of 3 on fourth down. 2 of those are touchdowns, and it is now 34-7. Midcap is throwing 2 touchdown passes in this first half, both on fourth down. Tatena now with 75 yards on 5 receptions, and the Beavers cannot get the stop there before halftime.
If you're up on the rail, please kneel down so they can see behind you.
With 58 seconds, the extra point is knocked in. 35-7 Wray. Under a minute to go, second quarter. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Scott City Beaver football.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
to the 44 of Wray. So maybe 2 more plays before halftime. Scott City into Eagle territory. Rolling to the left is Volgamore on first down. Now steps back, and he'll just try. Clock stopped with 10, makes it 8 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 1 more play left in this half. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Wray set the tone early with the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Scott City goes 3 and out. Eagles, a couple of big pass plays, and now we have a late flag. MS might be on Scott City. Or, oh, nope, correction, it's going to be an intentional grounding. Coach Jim Turner says that he was definitely out of the pocket, which I thought he was. I thought he got the ball across the line of scrimmage. That was when Scott City was about to break the huddle. And Coach Turner getting an explanation from the side judge. Scott City will now have to snap it from their own 47-yard line. It's marked 5 yards from the spot of the infraction.
Okay, the ball will be placed at the 49.
Be marked at the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 15 with 8 seconds. An interception in 2 plays. Wray scored. Scott City would go down the field and turn the ball over. Wray would go down the field again and score. Scott City would score on 4th down, and then Wray would score on 4th down. Or Scott City would go down and score, and then Wray would score on their second straight 4th down possession to go up 35-7. That's been the story of this first half. The Beavers, without Alex Tarango, they've been in without Brooks Bailey since the opening portion of the first quarter. And really after the opening or after the opening series for Scott City, he has not been in there since. And so now down 2 corners, you're down to your second string. And they're getting a little baptism by fire, trying to hold their own, but it's just been tough. 2nd and 15, 49-yard line. Play fake for Volgamore. Final play of this half. He rolls his right. We'll find a streaking Kevin Weeby. He'll make the catch, and he goes out of bounds. Oh, man, the clock runs out. I think are they going to put 1 more second on the clock? We'll see. Weeby takes it down to the 26. Yep, they are saying 1 second on the clock. All the way down to the 22. That's a 28-yard pitch and catch. And Scott City will burn their final timeout.
1 second on the clock.
Or will they? Yep, they will. We'll keep it right here. Scott City out of timeout, so 22-yard line of Wray. So that's the clock stop with 1 second to go. Yeah, the scoreboard operator tried to get us to the locker room, but officials like, nope, there was 1 second when we blew the whistle dead, or blew the play dead. Boy, if Scott City could get a touchdown here, wouldn't that be something? Make this 35-13, 35-14. As I mentioned, we'll recap this tough first half for Scott City in our halftime show. Try to bring you some stats, scores across the league and across the state here at the break. And nobody will take any timeouts to the locker room with them. Both teams out of timeouts. Wray with about 5 guys. Well, they were deep earlier. Now they do mark back earlier. You got to think this is probably Hail Mary time here. 22-yard line as play resumes here. 1st and 10. 1 final play before halftime. Volgamore with an empty backfield, dropping back to pass, going for the home run ball for Rumford, and he is going to throw an interception.
Ball is intercepted.
And Rumford was saying, you know, we was kind of held up trying to go to the football, but it was not going to be catchable. Midcap intercepts it, and we go to the locker room. Scott City -2 in the turnovers, down 28 on the board at halftime, 35-7. We'll come back in 3 minutes with your halftime show. We'll come back with a recap of this, stats, and more. This is Scott City Beaver football, back in 3 minutes.
Great Western Tire is happy to be a part of the Scott City community. They have what you need when it comes to oil, fuel, or tires. Great Western Tire is your source for BF Goodrich, Dunlop, Goodyear, Kelly, Michelin, and Titan tires, with service trucks for on-the-farm pit stops. They're also your headquarters for 24-hour fuel. Take advantage of their Card Troll gas, diesel, and off-road fuel to go along with offering bulk fuel delivery. Don't forget to bring your vehicle in for an oil change or alignment. Great Western Tire, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Saturdays 8 to 1. Visit their locations at Kobe,
As
Oakley,
your
and
local
Scott
community
City.
foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects.
Locally owned and family managed for over 50 years.
Visit us
We're here to
online
stay.
at
No surprises, no sudden
scottcf.org.
changes, just reliable, consistent service. Switch today and experience exceptional service. Western State Bank, banking with a personal touch. Member FDIC.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain attractive places to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, give us a call at 620-872-3790 or visit our website at scottcf.org. We are Scott Community Foundation, securing our community's future.
Pro Heating and
Nothing's
Cooling
better
in
than
Scott
homemade
City
food.
is a
Well,
proud
that's what you
sponsor
get at
of
Mom and
Beaver
Pop's
activity.
Burger Stop in Scott City. What
Brent
makes
and
Mom and
Angie
Pop's
take
Burger Stop
pride in
so
helping
good
our
is they serve
activities
fresh burgers and
support our
slice up the
students
best homemade
100%.
pies in town. Don't forget
They
they
can
have a
also
full
help you with
salad
any
bar
heating
along
and
with
cooling
weekly
needs that you
specials.
have.
You can check out their Facebook
Give
page,
Thoreau
Mom and
Heating
Pop's
and
Burger
Cooling a
Stop,
call
for more
at
information on their weekly specials. Or call 620-874-9292.
and see if they can help you with your
Drop in
needs
for homemade
today.
food at Mom and Pop's Burger Stop, 308 West 5th Street,
BBN
Scott City.
is
Open
brought
Monday
to you
through
by
Saturday, 11 to 2 and 5.
HRC Feed Yards, J&R,
Adding new items.
Next Tech Wireless, Red Barn Enterprises, S&T Communications, Scott County Hospital, Scott Co-op, Security State Bank.
Fairleigh Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
BBN is supported by Shapland Real Estate, State Farm, The Original Grande, Bullertson Family Dentistry, Volgamore Family Farms, Western State Bank, Wood River Energy, Scott Community Foundation,
Stunner here over Scott City in a battle of top 5 ranked teams. 35-7, Wray leads it, and they set the tone on the opening kickoff. As we took a look at your halftime show, once again presented by Precision Ag and Seed. Adam Kadavy with you here from Wray. Casey Midcap took the opening kickoff 95 yards for a touchdown. Diego De Leon, PAT, made it 7-0. That was 15 seconds into the game after Scott City 3-and-out. Wray was pinned deep in their own territory at their own 6-10. They used a couple of large pass plays, and they'd go 7 plays and 84 yards and 3:28. It was a Samuel Meisner 3-yard run. De Leon's PAT made it 14-0. 2 plays after an interception thrown by Scott City, and it would be Casey Midcap running it in from 15 yards out with 4:22 to go first quarter to make it 21-0 with the De Leon PAT. Scott City would move the ball down the field. They would use a 7-play drive, but would turn the ball over downs at the Eagle 33 after a sack on 4th down. But the Eagles would go down the field yet once again, and they would convert a 4th down. 2 of their touchdowns, their last 2 touchdowns came on 4th down. The first was on 4th and 12 from the Eagle 22, a 22-yard pass play from Casey Midcap to Austin Collins with 8:33 to go second quarter, made it 28-0 as De Leon with the PAT. Scott City would score on a 3rd down play, a 15 or an 18-yard run by Camden Volgamore. They would go 9 plays, 75 yards, where they would convert 3 straight 3rd downs. In 5:13, Jackson Rumford's PAT made it 28-7, but Wray answered, making it 35-7 late second quarter. On 4th down and 16 from the 24, it was Midcap, a 24-yard pass play to Aaron Tana. And De Leon's PAT made it 35-7. Scott City would march down the field, though, late in the first half and under a minute, but would be intercepted in the deep corner of the end zone as time wound down in the first half of 58 seconds. We'll take a look at yards right now. Both teams passing the ball pretty well in this first half. Scott City very shorthanded. Their whole week one secondary is out of the ball game right now. That's made a huge difference there, and you're getting a little baptism by fire by some of those that have not had a lot of varsity experience. They're trying to hold their own, but it's just so tough against a pretty experienced Wray team, as Wray has got 237 yards of offense, 188 through the air. Scott City 185 overall, 138 through the air. 35-7, Wray leads it here at the break. We'll come back in 3 minutes for more of your halftime show. We'll come back with stats and more. Back in 3 minutes. This is Scott City Beaver football.
The Scott Recreation Commission invites you to come get fit in their fitness center, no matter what your focus is. The Scott Recreation Commission features a wide variety of fitness activities, including free weights and cardio. With an affordable membership, you're able to access not only the fitness area, but also group fitness classes. Find out your workout opportunities at the Scott Recreation Commission Fitness Center, 912 Jefferson Street in Scott City. You can also sign up online at scottrec.org.
Is stress making you feel down and not your normal self? It's time to relax, rejuvenate, and enjoy life. And you can feel refreshed with a trip to Elevate You. Elevate You is a medical spa that offers a relaxing and rejuvenating environment with services you can't find locally. They offer several services, including IV therapy, compression therapy, hormone optimization, aesthetics, and weight loss solutions. Elevate yourself and set up an appointment today with Elevate You, located at 105 West 11th Street, Suite A in Scott City. Call 872-7675 or find them online at elevateyoumedSpa.com.
Pioneer Communications believes the services we offer are about something more. Whether streaming your favorite shows, surfing the web, or running an online business. As your local nonprofit cooperative, we're more than the internet, video, or telephone company. We're in the Connecting Southwest Kansas business. We're proud to connect our local Southwest Kansas communities to the world so you can thrive living in rural Kansas. Pioneer Communications. We're your community, connected.
We all know the weather in Western Kansas changes daily, and that's why your Ream specialist, Faro Heating and Cooling, is there for prompt quality service. Faro Heating and Cooling services all brands for tube heaters, gas fireplaces, gas piping, and sheet metal. They service for both residential and commercial units. For repairs or estimates, call 620-872-3508 or visit them at 910 West 5th Street in Scott City. Faro Heating and Cooling proudly supports the Scott City Beavers.
Is it time to update
BBN
your home
is
with the
supported
latest
by
trends? Come on in to Giftologist in
Shapland
Scott
Real
City.
Estate.
Giftologist can help you upgrade your
State
space
Farm.
with decor that spans the changing season.
The Original
They
Grande.
also have a great line of today's trends in
Bullertson
jewelry,
Family
cookware,
Dentistry.
candles, as well as a wide variety of
Volgamore
Yeti
Family
products.
Farms.
Oh, and did I mention that they also
Western
have a great
State
selection
Bank.
of gifts for
Wood River Energy. Scott Community Foundation.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
Carries for -2 for Caden Cashman, 1 carry for Griffin Edwards and -2. Camden Volgamore 7 of 12 through the air, 2 interceptions, 138 yards, 81 for Jackson Rumford on 4 catches. And then 2 for 60 for Kevin Wiebe and 1 for -3 for Matthew Wheeler. Scott City was penalized twice for 10 yards. They were 4 of 6 on third down. That was not the issue. They were 0 of 1 on fourth down. They had 8 first and 10, so they were able to move the ball through the air, but not quite to get enough into the end zone in the first half. For the Wray Eagles, they had 237 yards of offense in the first half, 188 through the air on. It was 11 of 14 passing and 2 touchdowns for Casey Midcap. Aaron Tanner with 77 yards on 5 catches. And a touchdown, Austin Collins, 4 for 41, 62-yard reception for Wyatt Fonte. And that was he was 10 of 13, in that first half was Casey Midcap. They rushed the ball for 49 yards. Midcap and Meisner, they had 8 carries, and they each had 1 rushing touchdown. Meisner with 26 yards, Midcap 23. So Scott City doing a good job with the rushing defense. It's been the pass defense that has really hurt Scott City in the first half, and I mentioned it's really been a whole lot of new players in that secondary that Wray has exploited in the first half. Eagles are 3 of 3 on fourth down, just 3 of 6 on third downs. They do have 11 first and 10s in the first half, but 2 of those 3 fourth down conversions for Wray have gone for touchdowns. We'll come back here in about 3 minutes. We'll come back with some scores. We got some 3A scores, some league scores, you name it. We'll come back in another 3 minutes, and we'll come back with your second half as well. This is Beaver Football.
BBN is brought to you by American Implement, All-in-One Wash, B&H Paving, Fairley Company, Burrow Heating and Cooling, First National Bank, Great Western Tire, Harris Chiropractic,
Go with the proven winner. I'm Michael Trout from State Farm in Scott City. When it comes to auto insurance, we score big with our policyholders. We score on competitive rates, on customer service, and on satisfaction and speedy claim handling. Let us quote your autos today and make you a part of the Trout State Farm team. Call or stop by Michael Trout State Farm and you can be assured of our personal best. Go with the winner, Michael Trout State Farm, Scott City.
Holcomb 27, Cimarron nothing. Hugoton hosting Ulysses in a rivalry game, 21-0 for the Hugoton Eagles. And that one, Goodland all over Burlington in the first half, 28-6 at Cowboy Stadium in Goodland. And that's what we have for the GWAC 3A scores. Smoky Valley over Bell playing 32-0. Clearwater 21 over El Dorado 7. Pratt over Halstead 22-6. Cheney over their rival Kingman 32-0. Clay Center and Southeast of Saline all knotted up at 14. Wamego over Rock Creek 14-0. Andale, a tight one with Wellington. The only two teams in the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League that have grass surfaces. It's Andale 22, Wellington 19.5, and Scott City's next opponent, the Hoisington Cardinals, trailing 21-16 to the Heston Swathers at halftime as Hoisington comes to town next week. Well, Scott City down 35-7. We're moments away from the start of the second half here. If you're the Beavers, you just got to come out and play your brand of football and see what happens in this third quarter. As other scores, we had late third quarter, 17-16 KU over UNLV at Children's Mercy Park. Kansas State leading Arizona 14-7 late second quarter. That's at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Here it's 35-7 Wray. Scott City is set to receive. Here's the team stretch here to begin this third quarter. The Beavers were without two of their top players to begin, or two of their week one starters to begin this game on defense. Peyton Bergner out tonight. Hope to have him back next week. Also out tonight is Alex Chirango. I don't know how long he'll be out. Brooks Bailey was out early on in the first quarter. Don't know what his situation was there, but Scott City all of a sudden got very young there in the secondary. They had to, or in the secondary, with Kevin Wiebe making his first career start. Tegan Feely was called upon here, and then Camden Volgamore made the start at safety tonight, and then Brody Holstein making his first career start tonight as well. And then, so in a spot where Scott City isn't as experienced as they are in some other spots, that's pretty tough there. But they've used Matthew Wheeler. They've used, I mentioned, Feely. They've used Jack Leitner as wide receiver. And so we're about ready for this third quarter to begin. It'll be Scott City set to receive as they'll defend the south end zone to begin the third 12 minutes of play. It's a couple of juniors, Caden Couchman, as well as Kevin Wiebe, set to return. 12 minutes are going to be put up on the clock here shortly. And so it'll be Diego De Leon. He'll kick it off from the 40-yard line. And the wind virtually gone here on a picturesque Friday evening here at Powell Field here in Wray. Don't see often a left-footed kicker, but that's the case here for De Leon as he boots this one away end over end. And it'll be taken by Wiebe. Bobbles it, picks it up at his own 12-yard line, finds some room as a flag comes out. He takes it across to the 20, and that'll be it. But Scott City, that is going to be pinned deep in their own territory. Holding the call. Scott City's first penalty since the first quarter. Their third penalty for 20 yards, but they will be marked inside their own 20, probably about their own 12-yard line to begin this second half. 8 seconds in. All right, let's see where they officially mark this. It's going to be at the 10-yard line. Wow. Just one of them nights for the Beavers to be one, I think, depending on what happened in the second half, you just flush and don't even look back. You got to move forward. Pistol wing team with the receiver split to the right. 10-yard line, middle of the field. Handoff goes left side to Cashman. Has a room. 15, and he gets to about the 18. Forward progress to near the first down as he's tackled forward right at the 20, they'll say. A gain of 10 and a nice start to the second half as that tackle was made that time by Austin Hendricks, the 155-pound senior. So that's a good run for Couchman on his first carry of the third quarter. And Scott City with a little breathing room at their own 20-yard line. Handoff right side to Kelton Cook. He will take it for about 2, make it 3 as he leans forward to the 23 on first down on the first down run. So good job for Scott City trying to punch Wray in the mouth early here in this second quarter.
Like a pickup of 3 over second and 7.
K-State ran out of bounds inside the 20 as time ran out in the first half. They'll take a 14-7 lead. On second down, the pass is a little high for Camden Volgamore, trying to get it to Caden Couchman out in the flats. It'll bring up third down and 10. With 10:59 to go, third quarter, the Beavers trailing 35-7. Scott City tonight, 4 of 6 on third downs, but have 7 to go. They have to get it to their own 30. Down 28 early third quarter. Wray has not been stopped on their offensive possessions here tonight. 2 receivers set, wings both sides. Vogelmoor looking left, now under duress as he has to step up, eludes one. Now we'll just tuck it up right side, gets around Meisner. Nope, he fumbles the football, but it goes out of bounds. It'll bring up a 4th down for Scott City as they'll credit Vogelmoor for a gain to about the 36-yard line, 4th and 4 with 10:48 to go third quarter. And Scott City's going to punt this one away. They'll mark it at the 37.
4th and a long 4 for Scott City.
So Meisner with the tackle, forces the fumble. As Rumford will boot this one away with 10:48 to go third quarter. His second punt tonight, his first one flipped the field. Wray does not have anybody deep to return. They maybe thinking there could be a fake. And now snap. Kick is on the way. It's booming, no return. It's inside the 40, rolls inside the 30, and will go dead at about the 28-yard line. On a 45-yard punt with 10:36 to go third quarter. Scott City trailing this one by the count of 35-7. Wray's offense comes out on the field. They have 4 possessions in the ball game, 4 touchdowns. And we'll have it at their own 28. As Wray will send 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be a direct snap to Meisner up the middle. He'll bounce it out left side. 30, 35, 40, 45 into Scott City territory as he lowers his shoulder and gets it right to midfield for a gain of 22. And he doubles up his run yards total right there on a 22-yard run. He has 9 carries and now 48 yards does Samuel Meisner. And they get the ball near midfield, or right at midfield with 10:29 to go third quarter. That was their best run of the night. Meisner exits. They check him after that play. 1st and 10 at midfield for the Wray Eagles. Vogelmoor was the one in front of him that saved probably a touchdown. Ball right at midfield, so both teams with 1 run and a first down on their opening play of the second half, and we have a delay of game here on Wray. That was thrown by the back judge. 4th penalty for 30 yards. It'll bring up 1st and 15, 45-yard line of Wray. We've had a lot of stoppages of time in this game. Incomplete passes will do that. A lot of out-of-bounds, or plays that go out of bounds. They'll have Collins lined up in the backfield. He has also served as a backup quarterback as well for Wray. Meisner may be a little shaken up after that play. 45-yard line, 1st and 15 for Wray, back in their own territory. Scott City shuffles a personnel tight bunch formation. It'll be fake the counter up the middle it goes. Here's a first down run and more for Midcap. 35-30, 25, inside the 20, and runs over another Beaver and takes it all the way down to the 11. A 44-yard run for Midcap. And it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles in the red zone at the 11-yard line. So a 44-yard run and a 22-yard run for Wray on their first 2 plays of the third quarter. And they have it at the 11 of Scott City. Under 10 to go third quarter. Double tight end set. Blocking back and a wing to the right. It'll be Collins. He'll hand the counter off left side, and this time 10 is upended for a gain of 1 at the 10-yard line. They'll bring up a 2nd and long coming up here. With 9:40 to go third quarter, that's a gain of 1 for Tana, I believe. Or will they mark him for no gain? Okay, there it is, gain of 1. His first carry of the night. 2nd down and 9, 10-yard line of Scott City for Wray. So they've run it pretty much this entire third quarter, just their first 3 plays. They've stayed with their double tight single wing formation. Mid-cap. And it's going to be actually fake the counter. This time it's Austin Collins. They'll bounce to the outside and nothing but green grass. Touchdown, Wray. That was a 4-play punch it down your throat touchdown drive for Wray. And they extend their lead to 41-7 with 9:05 to go here in the third quarter. A 10-yard touchdown run by Austin Collins. He is the wrestler that won Fargo Nationals and Greco-Roman wrestling over the summer. Pan Am Games champion as well last fall. And he has a second touchdown tonight. This one on the ground. Diego De Leon's kick is good. And it is all Wray here tonight. 42-7 with 9:05 here in period 3. Back in 30 seconds. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Ball time's coming. That means we're getting close.
Perfect Auto Detailing, New Life Market, Norder Supply, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Midwest Mixer, Metzger Praisers, Metzger Family Farms, Lone Tree Farms and Livestock, Lebanon Lawn and Tree, also Jackson Legal Group, JF Beaver Advertising, JNR Trucking, JNR Car and Truck, HRC Feeders, Ham-Amy Farms, and High Choice Feeders. Well, that was a 4-play, 72-yard drive for Wray, all on the ground. They cap it off with a 11-yard run from Austin Collins, the extra point knocked in, making it 42-7 with 9:05 here in period 3. Wray only had 49 yards on the ground at halftime. They go 72 yards on 4 plays to push their rush total to well over 100 here. But they got a 22-yard run and then a 44-yard run, a 1-yard run, and a 10-yard run after they had a 5-yard penalty as well. So they gashed Scott City in the middle there to begin this third quarter. Scott City's second possession, they got 1 first down out of it. We're not even 3 minutes into this third quarter, and then they were forced to punt on 4th down on their opening series. Diego De Leon's kick, over end. It's going to be taken by Caden Catchman at his own 17. Goes up the middle, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, breaks through, 50, 45, 40-yard line, and is tackled inside the 35. No, still going inside the 30. It takes it all the way down to the 23-yard line of Wray. A nice kickoff return of 64 yards for Caden Catchman, sends the Beavers up on the plus side of the 50.
I'll put the ball at the 21-yard line, be first and 10 Beavers.
They'll mark this actually at the 21-yard line of Wray. So Scott City, let's see if they can capitalize on this here. With 8:52 to go here in period 3, down 35 at 42-7. There was a hole that time, and Couchman saw it and took off. Wheeler would be lined up as a halfback to the right on first down. Kevin Wiebe carry, nice run, turns up the field inside the 15. He'll be near a first down at the 12-yard line. They'll say from the 22 to the 13 for a gain of 9 on first down, setting up second and short.
Looks like maybe you got 9 yards to bring up second.
5 carries, 17 yards for Wiebe on the night. And 2nd and 1 here with 8.5 to go third quarter. 42-7 Wray leads. Feely, the receiver, bunch to the left. Here's Kelton Cook with the carry. First down and more inside the 10, inside the 5, and lowers his shoulders. He'll give a 7 more there, make that 8 on 2nd down and 1, and it's goal to go for the Beavers inside the Lewis Automotive red zone and down to the 5-yard line. And a nice run of 8. Cook's third carry for 12 yards, and it's the third play of the drive for the Beavers. This time the first down carry stuffed. No gain on the play for Cook again. 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Scott City down 42-7 here at Wray. Receiver right on 2nd down. Here's Catchman. Carry left side. Follows the lead blocker. Lowers his shoulder and tosses him away. And into the end zone. Touchdown. And then an unsportsmanlike conduct on Catchman. A little extracurricular after that. Maybe said some words there, but Couchman into the end zone for a touchdown to make this 42-13.
Touchdown is good. Personal foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Scott City. And Couchman will have to hold it for the extra point here as he rushes in from 5 yards out, his first rushing touchdown of the year. Make that his second of the year. 42-13, pinning the PAT. He'll be the holder. Snap is good, places down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. 42-14, 7:38 to go, third quarter. The Beavers take advantage of short field. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Beaver football.
Even if it's been years.
Scott City will be assessed a 15-yard penalty after the touchdown. After Caden Couchman returns it from his own 13 to the 22 of Wray. A 65-yard kickoff return, and then he finished it off with a 5-yard touchdown run. But unsportsmanlike called on Scott City. Rumford boots in the extra point. With 7:38 to go, third quarter, both teams with 7 points on the board. It's 42-14 for the Wray Eagles. So Scott City will be kicking from their own 25-yard line. End over end kick. This is going to be returned by Wray at their own 27-yard line. This is Midcap across the 30. Turned up. No, he bounces it outside. He's got room on the outside. 35, 40, 45 midfield. And Wray is going to start in Scott City territory at the 45. As Midcap turned direction, the coverage broke down on the left side by Scott City of the kickoff team. And Wray will have it at the Beaver 45-yard line, 1st and 10. With 7:27 to go, third period. Scott City with their 4th penalty of the night for 35 yards. (42-14) your score for Wray. Their single wing formation, 2 tight end, Midcap the quarterback. He'll take the snap and runs a pitch left side. And that's going to be a late flag comes out. There's going to be a holding there on Wray on the point of attack. That one was an easy call there for the officials on the point of attack holding. So the pass play of 3 yards goes for naught. And it'll be Wray penalty, 1st and 20. Their 5th penalty for 40 yards tonight, but that really hasn't stopped their offense as they'll now snap it from their own 45-yard line. Leading this one 42-14, 7:20 to go, third stanza. Wray will break the huddle. They'll stay with their single wing package. 2 tight ends, wing to the right, blocking back to the right, or right behind the right guard. Midcap, a roll to his right on 1st and 20. Looks downfield, gives chase. Pass is going to be caught. And it's back to the original line of scrimmage for Tana. Kevin Wiebe tackles him right at the 45 of Wray. It's a gain of 10 as Midcap approaches 200 passing yards tonight. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. He's now 11 of 14 for 198 yards. Tana has 6th reception for 85 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 10. 6.5, third quarter, 42-14 Wray. 3 receivers set to the right, or to the left, 1 to the right. Right hash mark of Scott City's 45 for Wray. As Midcap back to pass, swings it out left. Pass is caught by Collins, and he gets nailed at the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. Trey Ryan gets him down from behind. And Camden Volgamore also the pop. He's a little shaken up after that. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Collins with his 5th catch for 45 yards at a touchdown as well. Wray tonight, 3 of 6 on 3rd down. They have 6 yards to go. Scott City 42-yard line. Past the midway mark of the third quarter, 42-14 Wray lead. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to left. From the left hash mark, Scott City showing blitz off the outside edge. Pass down the middle. It is caught and then dropped. That time Volgamore delivering the wood that time on Aaron Tenna, the intended receiver, and it brings up a 4th and 6. And what does Coach Levi Kramer do here? Probably go for it. You're 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 on 4th downs. 2 of them have gone for touchdowns. And Scott City get their first defensive stop of the night with 5:42 to go, third quarter. That was a good pop that time by Camden Volgamore on receiver Tana. 4th down, 6, 41-yard line of Scott City for Wray as they will just quick kick this one and a roll inside the 15, come on, inside the 10. Can it get in the end zone? Yes. 41-yard punt that time for the quick kick by Casey Midcap. And net 21, or net 21. 1st and 10 for the Beavers at 5:36 to go, third quarter. Own 20-yard line for Scott City. It'll be Jack Leitner split wide to the left for the Beavers. Catch from the wing, or halfback to the right. From the 20-yard line, Volgamore. Play fake, rolling to his left now, has Couchman wide open down the field. He just cannot make the diving effort as he takes it, or was across midfield. Had a step on the corner, Austin Hendricks, 2nd and 10, but a good look that time by Volgamore, 2nd and 10. Volgamore now 7 of 14.
14, Colby 7.
Halftime, Goodland up on Burlington 34-6. Holyoke on Colby at the break 14-7. Here it's 42-14, mid-third, 2nd down, carry left side. As Wheeler trying to bounce the outside, he'll lose 2 to the 18-yard line. Casey Midcap upends them right at the 18 for a loss of 2. And it'll bring up 3rd and a dozen.
2nd and 12. 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. The Beavers 4 of 7 on 3rd downs. Trailing this one by 4 scores. Scott City will run 2 receivers to the right, wing to the right, Rumford to the left. Pistol set up. Back to passes Volgamore as he rolls to his right now under duress. He's inside his own 10-yard line, still looking downfield. Will throw it up, or throw it caught by Couchman. Trying to break through a tackle. A flag comes out. The ball is loose on the turf, and it's recovered by Wray at the 30 or 29-yard line. But we do have a flag hold on back at the 10-yard line. You wonder the way the officials are blowing blowing this dead. It might be on Wray. Personal foul, roughing the passer on Wray, and that's the call. You had a feeling the way the officials were blowing it down immediately after the fumble. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Scott City after the penalty on Wray. So they'll get this one at their own 33-yard line. 1st down, 6 right at the 44-yard line. 10 on the tackle as he helps Couchman up and get back to sportsmanship. Right, nice 10-yard run on a Beaver 1st and 10.
1st down.
Yep, that is the sophomore Mickey Gossman over at right tackle right now for Scott City on last couple plays here. 1st and 10, Scott City. Beaver 42-yard line, 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Volgamore back to pass on 1st down. We'll throw it right side, and a little miscommunication that time as Cashman tried to go maybe out and up on a wheel route. Did not quite go downfield quick or right away. And that'll bring up 2nd down, and 10's the clock stops, so 3:59 to go here in period 3. Hugoton shutting out Ulysses going in the 4th quarter 28-0. Holcomb still up 27-0 at Cimarron. Mentioned Goodland, a little bit of surprise score-wise, I guess you could say. Goodland was probably the favorite, but they're up 34-6 over Burlington. 2nd and 10 for the Beavers on 43-yard line. Carry right side for Kevin Wiebe. Trying to turn it upfield up. That's going to come back on a hold. He'll take it to midfield. And that was a hold right at the point of attack and an easy call for the officials. Clutched too much jersey on that one on the right side, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 20.
Holding against Scott City.
6th penalty for 60 yards. And now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 20 to go. With 3:50 to go here in period 3. Both teams are just 7 points in this third quarter. Wray jumped out 21-0 after 1, 35-7 at the break. It's 42-14. 2nd and 20 for the Beavers at their own 33-yard line.
2nd and 20.
They have to get it to the 47 of Wray. Lightner splits to the left. Man in motion is Couchman on 2nd down and up. That's going to be another flag, and Scott City's about halfway to Burlington.
Start against Beavers. Another 5 yards.
Another 5-yard penalty. They're right on the doorstep of Vidalia anyway. 2nd and 25 now at their own 28-yard line after that false start penalty. Seeing some subs in there for Scott City. 3:24 to go third quarter on 2nd down and 25. Vogelmoor back to pass, sets up a middle screen to Jackson Run from there. He may have some room outside. He takes it across the original line of scrimmage and takes it to the 46-yard line on an 18-yard middle screen. Austin Collins with the tackle at the 46-yard line on an 18-yard middle screen.
Leads Highland 7-0 at almost half.
And Rumford approaching 100 yards receiving tonight. On 3rd down and about 7 here. 2:40 to go third quarter. Play number 7 of this drive. It'll be a pitch right side. Bobbled picked up by Kelton Cook. He'll try to turn it upfield. He'll get the first down inside the 45 of Wray and down to the 42-yard line. A late flag will come out. And all of a sudden, we have a flag fest here at Powell Field. This is going to be a holding on Scott City, I think. We'll see. Or nope, personal foul. Personal foul, face mask, attack on 15 on an 11-yard run by Cook. Scott City now 5 of 8 on 3rd downs and then tack on 15 more. That'll put the ball inside the 30 at the 27-yard line.
Down to the 27-yard line.
First and 10, 27-yard line. Vogelmoor looking left, finds a man in the flats. It's caught. This is Wiebe. Sidesteps one inside the 20, to the 15-yard line, and a gain of 12 into the Lewis Automotive Red Zone. A nice play to Wiebe for a dozen. And his third catch of the night for 72 yards, and Scott City into the red zone yet once again. .168 yards passing for Camden Vogelmoor. This is the 7th play of the drive coming up. It'll be a keeper by Vogelmoor trying to bounce to the outside. Nope, he'll turn it up instead. He'll be inside the 15, inside the 10. Oh, ball comes out at the end, and Wray has it at the 10-yard line. Oh, Scott City, who was +3 in turnovers last Friday night, they are -3 tonight. He gained 5 yards at Vogelmoor, and Scott City will turn the ball over for the 3rd time tonight. And an empty possession with 1:45 to go third quarter on a nice 4-minute drive. Trailing 42-14. You still have to go back and think that opening kickoff may have stunned Scott City once again. It'll be a counter. This is Collins with the carry. He'll take it for nothing. He faked the counter and took it himself right side for no gain. Rumford with the tackle. And brings up 2nd down and 10. Final 90 seconds of this third period.
So that'll be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
42-14 is your score for Wray. The Eagles will split 3 receivers to the right, 1 to left from their own 10, 2nd and 10, leading by 4 scores late third. Midcap looking, slant pattern passes deflected and incomplete, no flag. Blanket coverage by Camden Volgamore, and the Wray crowd a little restless, even up 28. They want to put more on the board. It's 3rd and 10. Final minute of this third period. Wray tonight on 3rd down, 3 of 7. Facing a 3rd and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Midcap and shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to left, 2 by 2. Set up, they'll send 10 in motion from left to right on 3rd down. Midcap back to pass under duress. Has to step up. He's got room to the right side. Across the 15, outside the numbers. And he will take it for a 1st down and more. Across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Boy, he is shifty there. And a 15-yard run on 3rd and 10 gives the Eagles their 14th 1st and 10 of the night. He has 82 yards on 10 carries, and the drive will continue with under a minute to go. Clock stop, 3rd quarter. When you're 28 up or 28 down late 3rd quarter, this is where you wish you kind of had the college and pro rules where the clock would just continue to run. There's a direct snap. They'll go counter right side to Tana. Nice job turning it upfield, and he was down. He fumbled the ball trying to stretch it for a gain of 3 to the 28. Caden Couchman with the tackle on Tana. He's a little shaken up, maybe some cramps for him. So they'll stretch him out here late 3rd quarter. Scott City back at home next Friday night to take on the Wray Eagles, the Hoisington Cardinals. Hoisington was trailing at the break to the Heston Swathers. They're in danger of going 0-2 on the year, and you might have a game where if both teams lose tonight, where it's going to be an angry game next Friday night at Darner Field. Update there, Heston leading Hoisington 21-16 in Hoisington going into the 4th quarter. (42-14), late 3rd quarter for Wray with 42 seconds as they stretch 10 out. KU up 20-16, but UNLV has the ball at the KU 2-yard line on 4th and 1. As 10 will get up. Hope he's okay. And K-State up 14-7 in the 3rd quarter. First and 10, or second and 7, 28-yard line. This will be Midcap. He'll take it across the 30, still going to the 32-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 3, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll mark this at the 32. He has 11 carries and 86 yards, does Midcap tonight. It's Wray, and with 7-7 in the 3rd quarter between Wray and Scott City, but the Beavers down 4 scores, 42-14, going into the 4th. We'll be back in a minute. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Sports have this amazing way of making a positive impact in our community. Whether it's helping children, boosting local economies, or creating role models, that's our goal at American Implement, too. We believe in being a part of the communities we serve by just being a good neighbor. Thanks for being ours.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
Here in the fourth quarter. Handoff up the middle, carry up the middle, and it's going to be enough for a first down across the 35 for Midcap, who's going to take it to the 36 for a gain of about 4. He's at 90 yards on 12 carries. Eagles now 4 of 8 tonight on third down. 6 play the drive for them coming up here as we are opening up the fourth quarter play. Beavers down 42-14. It's been a ground game for really both sides in this second half. Meisner's night might be over. He took his helmet away. He did get popped in that third quarter. I think it was on their second series of the third quarter. They haven't used him a lot on offense since then. 36-yard line as Wray will go to the north end zone. Shotgun setup. It'll be a direct snap. This is to Austin Collins trying to turn it upfield. Scott City had it read, but Collins, 140-pounder, finds a little hole and gets forward to the 40-yard line where he's brought down by Camden Volgamore. 3 carries for Collins and 14 yards and a rushing touchdown. He also has a receiving touchdown. Midcap, 202 yards passing and 2 touchdowns in the game. Both of those are on 4th and long in the second quarter. Both on 4th and 12 and 4th and 16, about the 22 and 26-yard line. 2nd and 6, 40-yard line with 10:45 to go in this game. Scott City playing without Peyton Bergner tonight. Also, Alex Tarango. Brooks Bailey was out after the first quarter. Direct snap up the middle this time, Midcap. He'll get stuffed for 2. Hit the 42 in the pile and a colony of Beavers. Oh, there's some late shoving in there. A little frustration on both sides after that play. And it'll bring up 3rd and 4. At the 42-yard line. 10:07 to go in this one. Ray subbing in a new lineman as the Eagles will split 3 receivers to the right. Tight end over the left side on third down. Scott City may be short one as Midcap will go back to pass on third down. Throws to the right side. Pass is caught for a first down. That's Collins into Scott City territory. Pulled out of bounds at about the 49-yard line on a gain of 9. And they'll move the change yet once again. 9th play of the drive coming up for Wray here on KSKL Scott City, also Beaver Broadcasting Network. .49-yard line of Scott City for Wray with 9:43 clock stop in the fourth quarter, 42-14. This game was 21-0 after the first quarter. Man in motion as Tenna goes from right to left. It'll be a direct snap. Collins will go right side. Scott City blows it up right away, and Tenna will lose a yard back to midfield. Good job by Brody Holstein. He's the one that blew that play up about 5 yards in the backfield, forcing Tenna to turn it up a little quicker, and it's a loss of a yard to midfield, setting up 2nd and 11 right at the 50-yard line with under 9.5 to go. .42-14. Scott City will have to bounce back in a very good Wray or Hoisington team next week. Back to pass on 2nd down 11. Short pass, and it's going to be caught. Or a lob in the air by Midcap is complete to Hendricks, who is shaken up after that play. He will gain 6 yards to the 44-yard line. Oscar Mendez with the tackle.
43-yard line.
Be at the 44-yard line, a gain of 6, and a 3rd and about 5 at the 44. Its official timeout is Hendricks, who made the catch, is shaken up. Wray has quite a few injuries of their own here coming into tonight. They were without Austin Snap, Bryson Lewis, also a couple other linemen. As that was 14 of 19 passing for Midcap tonight, 217 yards and 2 touchdowns. They're well over 300 yards of total offense. 160 yards, well over almost 400 yards of offense for Wray tonight. Third down and about 5 when play resumes. Kansas State just scored. They're up now 21-7 over Arizona in the third quarter, and good to see Austin Hendricks up. Wray next week, they have one more game before they have a bye week. They'll go to Brush next week, and then they go up north to Holyoke in October. Burlington, Lyman, Yuma, and Wiggins to close out their season. They get 10 weeks of regular season football. They have a bye week in there as well. The Colorado schools, if they so use that. They also have a week 0. I'd like to see Kansas implement that week 0, especially with scheduling issues. On 3rd and 5, pass is caught and then immediately drilled by Brody Holstein on Austin Tenna, and it's a no-gainer on the play. Good play by Holstein there, delivering the blow. 4th and 5 for Wray. Tenna with that reception, 7 receptions for 85 yards tonight, but 4th and 5 with 8 minutes to go. It's been a little over a 5-minute drive, almost a 6-minute drive here for the Eagles. This will be their 13th play of the drive, but they are a perfect 3 for 3 on 4th downs, leading this one 42-14. A trips to the right, to the short side of the field. One receiver over the wide side of the field left. On 4th and 5, Scott City 44-yard line. They'll just throw a home run ball up for Tana. It's up for grabs, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Good defense by Tegan Faley on Tana. And little growing up tonight here for Feely, thrust into a situation he's not been in before, and he knocks it down, and it's a turnover on downs. With 7:41 to go here in the fourth quarter, that was a little over a 6-minute drive for Wray. And Scott City will have 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line, down 42-14 as Wray starts to bring in some more substitutes in. Cameron Whitty, a sophomore, into the ball game. He'll be in there as well. Camden Volgmore remains at quarterback tonight for Scott City. He's thrown for 168 yards. One interception was right at the end of the first half. Unfortunately, you have to count that on the stats. Another one was right in the first quarter. But he's also rushed for a score. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Volgamore rolls to his right on 1st down, sets up, now has to tuck it up, rolls to his left again, looking for an open receiver. Finds in the middle of the field for Cashman. He'll make the catch outside the numbers across the 40, 35, and it'll be pushed out of bounds inside the 35, let's say they'll mark him out of bounds to the 36 of Wray. A 21-yard pitch and catch. Now it's Catchman with his first catch of the night. And another 1st and 10 for the Beavers. The 36 of Wray. Back to passes. Volgamore, 7:27 to go. Goes right side. Pass almost picked off. Going to Catchman again as Midcap baited Volgamore into that pass there and probably almost housed it here. And it's 2nd and 10 as clock stops with 7:23 to go. Coach Jim Turner's putting in some different subs in on the line. It's an opportunity to get them some experience. You have Gosman, Eisenhower, and then Blaze Gosman also in there at left tackle. 2nd and 10, 36-yard line of Wray. Volgamore back to pass. Has plenty of time now, rolls to his left, steps up, throws in the middle of the field. Pass is going to be caught by Kevin Wiebe. Across the 25, inside the 20, and to the 18-yard line. So Scott City gets 18 on 2nd and 10, and that puts Volgamore over 200 yards tonight. 207 yards tonight. Wiebe with 90 yards receiving on 4 receptions, and the 1st and 10 is the 15th of the night for the Beavers. They haven't had issues moving the football, but they haven't been able to get any finishes. 6:55 to go in this one. This will be Vogelmoor keeping it himself on 1st down as he'll take it for 1. In the Lewis Automotive red zone of the 17. He has 10 carries and 49 yards tonight unofficially. 6.5 to go in this one. Hoisington comes to town. Scott City and Hoisington meeting up for the first time in 11 years. They were both in district or in 3A district play last time they met up. 2013, the Beavers won that one 14-0. Vogelmoor now will just tuck it up and run, and he will gain about 2 more to the 15, setting up a 3rd and 7. Good coverage in the secondary by the Wray Eagles as we're at the midway point of this 4th quarter. This will be play number 7 of the drive coming up. Brody Richards on the stop. 3rd and 7. Well, let's see here. They marked this actually at the 14, so that was a pickup on the play of 3. And sets up 3rd down and about 6 at the 14-yard line with 5:45 remaining in this one. Vogelmoor back to pass. Sets up. Now has to roll to his right. As he's still looking downfield. Will fire it for the end zone, and it's picked off. This is 10 across the 10, 15, and 4 turnovers. And Scott City, 2 consecutive turnovers in the red zone here. And with 5.5 to go, Scott City will turn the ball over down 42-14. And Tana takes it out of the end zone to the zone 21-yard line. 5:30 to go in this one. Been just one of those nights here for the Beavers. Tried to fit it there in a tight window. Could not. First and 10, Wray. Direct snap. Here's now counter left side. This is the 10 at 20. Oh, and the 25-yard line will be credited with a tackle there and a gain of 4 for Tena. 2nd down and 6 as we go approach the 5-minute mark of the 4th quarter.
6-yard line.
26-yard line. 2nd and 5, they'll give him 5 on that carry. Under 5 to go in the game. Shotgun set up mid-cap has gone the distance here. It'd be direct snap. Here's Collins, and he gets hit in the backfield and brought down to the turf that time. A nice tackle for Case Armendariz for a loss to the 23-yard line. Bringing up a 3rd down and about 8. Here's we're down to 4.5 to go. Wray tonight, 5 of 11 on 3rd downs as they wait for the back judge to count the under 10 here. Now they'll run the counter, keep it himself. It'll be a 1st down run across the 30 to about the 32-yard line for Austin Collins. He'll gain 9 on 3rd and 8. And Wray converts another 3rd down here, and they will keep the drive alive here with 4 minutes to go in this one. Football also brought to you tonight by DeKalb Bear, Clint's Diesel Repair, Circle C Farm, Shells and Flyers and more, Burning Farms. Also, Beef Belt, Beavertown, FFL, Bartlett Grain, B&H Paving, and American Implement. We'll try to join Kansas State and Arizona in progress after the conclusion of our coverage of Beaver football here tonight. Right now, K-State up 21-7 in their game against Arizona, and they'll have the ball back. Collins with the direct snap. He'll go right side and is stuffed for minimal gain on 1st down. About a gain of 1 on the play. Oscar Mendez, Case Armendariz on the stop there for the Beavers, setting up a 2nd and 9. Well, the bad news, it's a loss for Scott City. The good news is doesn't count toward any district standings. It counts as just an out-of-state loss. This will be just the second loss all time against the Centennial State for Scott City, and both of them have come to Wray, in the hands of the Wray Eagles. Under 3 to go in this one. They'll be 10-2 now against Colorado schools. The series will continue in Scott City next year. 2nd and 9, 33-yard line. This will be bounced to the left side and nothing going there. As good job in there by mid-cap. Tackle made that time. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Scott City. The 3rd and 9 for Wray, excuse me. So that'll be Ryan Lotta, and checking in there is Caleb Beaton. 3rd and 9, 33-yard line, 2 minutes to go. Midcap will run a quarterback sweep to the right. Now he'll just roll left, and he'll get punished. He'll lose a yard on the play. And a nice tackle by Brody Holstein. Oscar Mendez also in there. They'll drop him for a loss of about 1 to the 32-yard line. That was just a play just to keep the clock moving. KU now trailing with 96 seconds to go, 23-20 to UNLV. 4th down and 10 with 95 seconds to go.
And the kids over on the W on the hill, please pick up your trash and bring it with you, please.
Good crowd on hand here tonight. And Scott City will snap their brief 2-game win streak against the Eagles. First time that they'll lose to Wray here at Powell Field. On 4th and 10, it'll just be a quick kick. Scott City did have one back, and that is Volgamore. He'll take it from his own 26-yard line, goes right side, 35 across the 40. Correction, that's Kevin Wiebe, and he'll take it to the 42-yard line on a 16-yard return. 1:07 left in this one as Wray burns about 4 minutes of the clock. Both teams scoring just 7 second-half points. The Beavers have moved the football, but back-to-back times inside deep into Wray territory, they've turned the ball over. They have 4 turnovers tonight. Wray is now +7 over the last, or through 3 games this year. Scott City would be -1 in the turnover department in their first 2 games of the year. But back to the drawing board. Scott City's, most of their starters, some of their line, they're out of the lineup. Get some reps in for some of those young ones, and this is a time where you can try to build some depth here down the stretch, especially with the injuries that took a toll here from last week to this week for Scott City. Rumford splits it left, as is Feely. Nope, and Feely will go over the right side with Couchman, and now they'll split another one to the left. Well, Scott City, that's Wiebe, and that'll be a delay, or nope, timeout. 1:07 to go. We need to take a timeout as well. Let's take a 30-second break. This is Scott City Beaver football.
At American Implement, we know that our farmers and ranchers are getting up and going to work every morning to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the world. And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you. And may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
In Scott City, where they have compassionate care for all of God's creatures.
Football brought to you tonight here also by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Benz, Fairleigh Company's First National Bank, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker, Fro Heating and Cooling, Fro Ag Service, Fro Electric, Good Anesthesia and Pain Management Services, and Great Western Tire and Deckmart Furniture and Appliance. 1st and 10 for Scott City. When play resumes, 67 fourth quarter seconds remaining. Beavers up or down 42-14. Volgamore on 1st down. Will swing it out. Oh, it's caught in the drop by Kelton Cook. That was almost deflected. And it brings up 2nd and 10 as clock stops with 1:03 to go. Back to the drawing board for the Beavers here, as Holcomb defeated Cimarron tonight 34-13. That was pretty much over at halftime. It was 27-0 at the break. Longhorns now 1-1 on the year. 2nd and 10, 43-yard line. 2 wings set up, handoff carry for Couchman, trying to get to the outside. Does so as he's brought down across the 45 to the 47. He'll gain 4, setting up a 3rd and 6. He has 6 carries, 29 yards tonight.
Hendricks with the tackle.
Bring up third down, 40 seconds to go. We may have one more play left in this game. We'll see if Scott City wants to push it here. Scott City, first time in the regular season, giving up over 40 points since Southeast of Saline back in 2021. Handoff for Kelton Cook on third down. He gets the first down into Wray territory to the 41-yard line from their own 47. Marked this actually at the 42 of Wray. That'll be an 11-yard run for Cook. And Scott City puts up another 1st and 10. They've moved the ball over the last 3 quarters, but only have 14 points to show. One more play left in this one, 42-yard line, handoff right side to Kevin Wiebe. Tears it up across the 40, 35 to the 32, and that'll be your ball game. So Scott City will lose this one here tonight by the count of 42-14 as Wray is now 3-0 on the year. First time in a while the Eagles have started out their season 3-0. Scott City will fall here for the first time as they were trying to go 3-0 for a 4th consecutive year, but that's not going to be the case tonight. Post-game show to begin after this 3-minute timeout. This is Scott City Beaver football.
For the best Mexican food in Scott City, visit El Dos de Oros. El Dos de